tree.
Okay. Oh. Hello, this is not a spring chicken. Yes, Obama declares victory. Yes, yes, yes. There's dancing in the streets. Or is that just a new way to put a spin on, politics? Because, hello, is that really just a good spin, or is he delusional or totally in denial? Well, for now, we're going to bring Oldecam on with comments on the headlines of today. And Obama offers to spend more money if the Republicans will sign on to his arms deal with the Russians.
Okay. Everybody knows that's got to be one of them. I mean, even for him, that's the old, but I heard last night they said that this man has said many stupid things. But that has to be, he just lost the House of Representatives and 6 Senate seats because of his spending. So if you'll give me, I'll give you your tax reduction if you give me another $250 billion in spending. That boggles the mind of everybody.
Well, actually, who would be more stupid, Obama for suggesting it or the Republicans for taking it on?
There are Democrats that thinks that he is moving towards the middle. I mean, I heard him last night. The pundits, he's signaling that he's moving towards the middle. He signaled that he was moving towards the middle and then doubled down on health care and rammed it through without any support from anybody in the country.
Mm-hmm. And it's been said that Obama's trip to the G20 has made things worse for the U.S., like that wasn't his real reason for going.
Well, yeah, because, I mean, people don't understand this guy wants to destroy the American economy. He's doing every effort he can to destroy the economy. When you're spending, okay, I mean, the dumbest of the Democrats know that you can create an army of jobs for $600,000. His job creation was $600,000 a job. Mm-hmm. That doesn't work. Where's the extra money going?
And big perk for GOP and state election wins. More power in redistricting decades.
Well, yeah, basically, the Republicans took most of the legislatures involved in redistricting. They took 28 state senate, they took 28 governorships, they took a majority of the houses and senates in this country. So they're going to remove Democrats from their districts. They got to put them in areas where they have to run against one another. So it was the worst time in the world that a Democrat could lose was during a census year.
And Bernanke defends bond purchases, predicts stronger growth, even though the whole world says just the opposite.
Yeah, they said you're not going to increase. Okay, the reason why the United States is not selling products doesn't have a thing to do with the fact that our products are, that the dollar is strong. It has to do with the fact our products are too expensive. If it costs you 10 cents to make something in China, why would you want to buy something made in the Union that could cost you $2,000 to make? Mm-hmm. It isn't going to be done. They have no need for this union stuff.
Muslims are far more tolerant than Christians.
That's what the Democrats' polls are on. That the Muslim race, Obama himself said, it is a proven fact the Muslim race is more tolerant of other religions, they're more tolerant of people, beliefs than Christians are.
If that is not the most ridiculous saying.
Well, but all Muslims believe that, though. Muslims, okay, we'll put it this way. Muslims gave us all the things that we need to do to put things into orbit, to send things into outer space, to build all of the theories. They give us the things to build that camera, and then they turned into barbarism. I mean, we're talking, this was a race of people that basically were on an intellectual level with the gods at one time.
And then what happened?
The Muslim religion took over, Muhammad took over, and Muhammad basically was a conqueror, but Muhammad wasn't a conqueror in the sense that he wanted to destroy the entire world. What happened was Christianity took over by peaceful means, Muslim religion took over by military means, and basically what happens is you get dictatorships. Mm. So.
And Canada argues spelling should count in Alaska vote?
Well, yeah.
What?
No, because basically in Alaska, well, she's starting to fall behind now because a lot of people are, as a hermit, illegally turning things out, because when it says, when they misspell the name, when they say that lady, we want LM, we want, no, it said, first of all, the votes aren't, the write-in candidates are not allowed to begin with. That's why they, out of a pure screwing around, they put 160 write-in candidates on it, because to show you the contempt for what a federal judge did.
Wait a minute. What happened? 160?
160 candidates were write-in candidates because they were protesting what a judge did, giving that woman. Basically, it's a judiciary controlled by her family, so she changed the rules. You can't change the rules, folks, because it will end up in the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court does not want to have it, but the Supreme Court will say simply what these judges were all appointed by her father.
Conflict of
so
interest.
they can't rule on it.
Which in a sense...
Which is what they did. They screwed up an election. What could happen is they could simply play Pontius Pilate and order a brand new election, just between those two.
2012 Senate battle already underway.
Well, yeah, because the Republicans are expected to... Okay, here's the works. If the Republicans take the House and Senate, you're getting Hillary Clinton as president. If the Republicans only keep the House, you're going to get a young Republican as president. That's how the battle is shaping up.
And the GOP wave could sidetrack high-speed rail projects.
Well, what's happened is the GOP governors are saying, we're not going to... Okay, in order for the high-speed rail to go in, first of all, you have to do battle locally with the environmental protection people. And that's a 7-year battle at your own expense. They're never going to see a penny of that money until probably in the 2020s. And then they got to pay for the operations themselves. So, yeah, isn't that a good one?
And Wendy's sells new fries with potato skin and sea salt.
Okay, there's the problem is, they said the potatoes are far healthier for you. The salt basically wipes them out. They're the saltiest French fry out there now.
Are they good?
Yeah, well, I'm assuming so. They've been.
We'll have to go try them.
They go on sale, I think, next in a few weeks or something.
Okay, we're gonna go try the French fries.
Yeah.
But like in New York, they have ads discouraging people from having salt in their soup. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, they have destroyed. The Democratic Party is destroying Campbell's soup, which is a large supporter of the Democratic Party. And they're laying people off because of the fact that Campbell's tried to go to a different style. They went to low sodium sea salt, and basically everybody hated those cans of soup. I mean, they took a recipe that worked and destroyed it. I mean, I can tell you, the other day we went to an event where I'd never had flat chicken noodle soup, and there was no salt to add to it in the place. So.
Fannie Mae and Freddie Mae. Oh, you might have to start carrying salt with you.
I'm afraid so.
Yeah. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac losing less money.
But this is where All About Obama comes in from. All About Obama is dancing. We have made great strides in Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. The work that I have done has saved the housing industry. At the same time, the gentleman has basically got the Attorney General trying to shut down every bank in the country that won't give people their homes for nothing. Of course, those are only homes for people that supported everything Obama.
I know. I'm looking at that. That looks like a teardrop, right? Like drip, drop over time gradually. Well, it's like Obama should have like a hammer.
Yeah. Well, the problem is a lot of Monty's family comes from Las Vegas. And I can't really... basically we keep telling you what happens in Vegas doesn't always stay in Vegas, as you can tell for the different members of Monty's family.
Commission leaders say cutting deficit will hurt.
Well, yeah, because you're going to have to raise taxes. They're not going to cut spending, they're going to raise taxes. How are they going to raise taxes? Well, they're going to take away all your deductions.
And Bloomberg to promote electric taxis in cities.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't work. They can't afford to buy, they can barely afford to buy the taxi they're currently in. Now he wants to replace tens of thousands of taxis with electric vehicles that have a low running. Okay, you basically, in New York, you crawl. Can you imagine a vehicle that only gets 70 miles in a day having to sit in their traffic for hours?
Well, that's the part I don't understand, because 70 miles, I mean...
Well, it's to save the environment. We're going to try.
How in the world can you? I mean, because they have to keep taking the car in for charging.
We'll explain something to people. The electricity they use to power those cars is basically harmful to the environment. That's how you create it. Electric vehicles are more hazardous than a gasoline vehicle because the stuff is all of undisposable waste.
Hello.
Yeah.
Well, they forget to leave you that part out.
Yeah.
Homeowners say loan modifications led them to foreclosure.
Well, yeah, because to put it this way, they couldn't do the modifications because they weren't making any money. You know, they shouldn't have been sold the homes to begin with, but what you have to understand, the banks didn't make these original loans. The banks basically bought the loans on the market. They were not responsible in most cases. Countrywide was not a bank. None of these people that gave you all of these things were not banks. Freddie Mae and Freddie Mac were not banks. They provided the money and then sold the things to banks. That's where the problem comes. They didn't do their work. You can't hold the banks responsible for what the other people did.
And a Monty Bubbleism from the Mark Twain of the Animal Kingdom.
That when the true believers start doubting what you have to say, you know you're in trouble.